Yeah. I wish you could smell this. Nobody should be in this Jeep very long.
You're watching My Jeep and Me, where we cover everything Jeep and promote living the Jeep lifestyle.
All right, guys, I need your help. This Jeep is nasty on the inside. I'm recording this well after the fact because I'm at a loss. I've cleaned it. I have the interior professionally detailed. I've used all my tricks, and I still cannot get rid of the musty locker room smell in this Jeep. I've tried every trick in the book. I'm going to show you some of what I've done. I'm going to show you the products that are like my go-to things that almost always work, that I would, that I was so confident. But right now, I've gotten it a lot better, but it's still not worthy of driving this thing on a daily basis based on the way it smells. So I need your help. So please, in the comments below, give me some ideas. If I've got time to do it before the final episode, that's, again, like I said, I'm recording this near the very end, okay? But I can't get the smell out. So I need your help in the comments below to tell me what else to try, because this thing does not smell good at all. Oh, and while you're doing that, hit the thumbs up and let me know if we're on the right track. Hit the subscribe, ring the tiny bell so you get notifications, but most importantly, tell me what to try to get rid of this odor. Thanks, guys. Let's get back to the show. All right, guys, so on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at a 1991 Jeep Grand Wagoneer that we just picked up. It's in bad shape. It's not running. You're going to see we just picked it up, had it delivered. I did not get a video of this. Nobody was home to video for me, but we put we lifted up the ramp of the tow truck. My buddy Neil, TNR Towing, awesome. Thank you, Neil. I'll put some links down below. If you're in the Carolinas and you need transport, he's the guy to go to. He did SEMA this year. Took some trucks out to SEMA, had a big time in Vegas. So he's the guy you want to go to for transport. All right, so Neil and I we picked up the Jeep this morning about 10 o'clock, brought it back here to the house. So right now it's sitting in the middle of the driveway. And I'll give you guys a little walk around tour and show you just how bad this Jeep is. But it's a special Jeep. It's VIN number 0001, the very first 1991 Jeep ever produced. And we're going to do a few things to it. We're going to get all cleaned up. The fact that the vehicle's white is going to make it that much easier for you to see. You're going to see the green algae and all the green gunk that's growing on it. You can see the mold and mildew on the doors. I'm actually getting ready to go now, and I'm actually going to pick up a respirator. I don't want anybody, myself or the kids, in the car with it like it is right now, because mold and mildew can be a pretty bad deal. And the last thing I want to do is mess up my lungs. Say what you will, but that's what I'm going to do. If you want to go and do it without, that's fine. That's up to you. I'm just going to be extra cautious. And let's see, that's the main thing with what we're going to do. Let me give you the walk around now so you can see what we're working with. We're going to start cleaning it.
Let's let this dry, and then we'll do a side-by-side comparison.
3, 2, 1. All right, let's see if this will focus for us a little bit. All right, there we go. Look how much better this looks there on the right-hand side where we cleaned using the Simple Green all-purpose cleaner. There you go. That's what we were using. Good old Simple Green. Nothing fancy. Shop towels. And just look at how nasty that left-hand side looks versus the right-hand side. We also use a little leather cleaner and conditioner, but for the most part, Simple Green is what did the trick right here. We did come back, like I said, and we used leather conditioner on everything. I mean, look at how much better you can see on that armrest, how quickly it cleaned up. Is it just me, or is this satisfying seeing this thing get clean from how just disgusting it was? The smell, you know, is what it is still. We're gonna keep working on that. But wow, this just looks so much better. It just feels good to see it get clean. It's been a while since I've actually watched this because this was day 2 of picking up the Jeep almost a year ago now. I'm doing the voiceover right now, right here before we go live with the video, just because I needed to add some to it because I need your help on the smell. So with that, we'll get back to this video now.
All right, guys. Now it's time to get all of this gunk and grime off the Jeep. And the paint's gonna need a lot of work. So we're just gonna go ahead and go with good old Simple Green. I did a couple test spots. I did a spot with something else here. I did Simple Green back there. All right, so we're just gonna go spray the car down, and we're gonna wash it with Simple Green, and then we're gonna properly get it clean from there. And bring you over here. So I'm going to do half so we can kind of see. All right, so we're going to let that sit for just a minute. Let it bake in. And I see how it's starting to pull some up. This is clearly going to need to be painted eventually, but we're going to get it serviceable and get all this gunk off because this is sad. All right, so I got this soft brush. I'm going to use it to agitate because, again, I'm not worried about scratches. There's deep, deep scratches in this already. We're just got to get all this gunk out so that we can protect the paint. All right, so I'm going to finish scrubbing this side, and when we come back, I'll show you what it looks like after I've scrubbed it with the brush. All right, there's the line right there. You can see where all this has been cleaned. This is really rough. I mean, you can just feel these deep scratches. All these dark spots are raised up gunk. Let's see, bring it over here. This is all raised up stuff. I mean, it just feels horrible. I don't know if there's anything we're going to be able to do, but we're going to keep trying, experimenting, because ultimately the Jeep's going to need paint. So, can you hear that? All right, let's keep cleaning. Okay guys, I desperately need your help. This is the episode where I come to you and plead for you guys to help me figure this out. This thing smells bad. It's that old mold, mildew smell. I've had it professionally cleaned. They went through with an extractor, all the chemical cleaners and what have you. Extracted it all from all the carpet surfaces, the seats. Smelled okay for a couple weeks because it was a strong fragrance, and as that wore off, it went right back to that wet, musty. It's not like a wet dog smell. I don't know how to describe it. It just smells bad. Okay, that's all I can say is it smells bad. So here's what we've done. So the first thing was cleaned every surface. Okay, got the interior cleaned, all the seats, the leather, all the different surfaces all washed down, what have you. That's when I called in. I knew the smell wasn't going away, so that's when I called in a detail guy, paid him a good amount of money, and just said, make it clean. Smelled good for a couple weeks. Slowly but surely, it all came right back. The other thing that I've done is that damp rid stuff, like if you've ever owned an RV or a boat. Let me show you a few of the things that I've used. Beyond the typical leather cleaner and other household cleaners, 303 airspace protectant, all that kind of stuff that I did on the leather seats, which made them look phenomenal, by the way. I'll show you a picture of that. One thing that I used was this damp rid. You see that? Damp rid, and this is what I used. You see all that? Hopefully you can. Isn't that gross? That's all the moisture that the charcoal that's in here and whatever else is in it. Let's see. They make them for boats and RVs. That's where I learned about them. This took a lot of moisture out of that Jeep. This has been in that Jeep. Took a lot of moisture out, which is great, but it didn't help the smell. This has been my favorite go-to. It came out of the industry for, what do you call it, remediation, or somebody help me out here, I'm at a loss for words. It came out of the industry when there's a fire, a flood, what have you, and they've got a lot of odor issues. This is the tool that the pros use to get that smell out once they've cleaned it up. It's an ozone generator. I got it on Amazon. I'll put a link somewhere. You can definitely get one on the blog. I'll put a link down in the description below, down the show notes, because this thing right here, it does an amazing job. You can do an in-depth shock treatment, and this thing really gets the odors out. Well, it helps, but it doesn't get rid of them completely. At least it didn't on this Jeep. The last Jeep I had, my personal vehicles, stuff like that.
Okay guys, I had a little bit of technical difficulty on the audio. Something happened with the microphone, but here's the bottom line. The ozone generator is phenomenal. It is great at getting out odors. However, it didn't do the full deal on this Jeep. If you've got cigarette smoke, if you've got pet smells, the ozone generator is one of your best bets. However, this next thing that I used probably was the second biggest impact beyond using the ozone generator.
It's a disinfectant, but it also has a scent, eucalyptus scent. So the odor ban talks about mold and mildew. Somebody help me out with this word. Virucidal? I don't know. But the bottom line is, it talks about sewage backup, water damage, fire restoration, air freshener, carpets, cleaning solution, RV holding tank. Come on, if you can clean and deodorize an RV holding tank, surely you can deodorize an old Jeep. It's gotta be good, right? This stuff's gotta do something. So what I did, it talks about on here all the different mixes, ratio of water to disinfectant that you need. I think 8-to-1 is what I use, but figure out what you think you need. I have a tendency of going a little bit overboard. Can you believe that? And so here's what I did. $5 at Home Depot or Lowe's. Little garden sprayer. How much is it? What is it? 51 ounces, 1,500 milliliter container. Little hand sprayer. I put the solution in, 8-to-1, 7-to-1, something like that. Read the bottle. whatever it recommends. I used one of the strongest ratios it did. And then hot water, shook it up, pumped it, and I coated everything. I had the mask on. I soaked the entire interior down. It has the eucalyptus smell. I mean, if it was in there, I soaked it and soaked it and soaked it. It was all really wet. I wanted it to soak into every material I could. I did test it first. I tested on a little piece of carpet kind of tucked in there behind the back seat, just in case if it discolored or something. I didn't want to mess up this vehicle. But I soaked it. I let it sit. I mean, this thing was strong. It was smelling really strong. I left it for a few days to let it thoroughly dry. I didn't use an extractor. I didn't do anything like that. I just soaked it because the carpet was already clean. The seats were already clean. I just needed to deodorize and try to kill some of that smell. Hopefully some of the disinfectant properties helped, kill off what's causing the odor, because you got to find the source, right? I mean, that's what we've been faced with, is we got to try to find the source. And all the cleaning that I've done, I haven't found the source unless it's above the headboard, and the headliner. It could be above the headliner. Maybe there's some mold and mildew behind that, but I'm not going to pull the headliner out yet. But this made a big difference. But there's no way, once you soak that thing down, I had the respirator, soaked the whole thing down. I had to go jump in the shower. My family didn't want to be within 5 feet of me. I smelled like eucalyptus disinfectant. The garage smelled like eucalyptus disinfectant. I hooked a big box fan up and just blew as much air through there to circulate it. And then after, 4 or 5 days, knowing, it's 98 degrees, I'm sweating right now. And it's, it got to sit there and dry out very well. So after it dried, I needed to go back and knock some of the odor down from the disinfectant. It would have done that on its own, but I need to get in there and work on it. So that's when I hit it with the ozone generator. I did a 2-hour shock treatment, sealed it up, turned it on, ran the plug through the door, plugged it in, and I left it to run for the day while I was at the office. Came home, opened the doors up, let it air out. It kind of knocked down some of the odor. It helped kind of neutralize the air, because this thing, the odor and the smell, has been the biggest issue that we faced, or that I've faced. Usually between this and some thorough cleaning, and you can knock out 90% of all odors. This one it doesn't want to let go. It likes the way it smells, and it's holding on tight. So this is where I need your help. Okay, I've asked a few friends, and they've said in one of their vehicles they just had to completely gut the interior and start it all over. I'm not willing to do that with this vehicle, with the interior being original still. It's in good condition minus the smell. So I need your help, okay? In the comments below, give me some ideas. Oh, one more thing I've tried. Those bamboo charcoal bags. I've got 3 big ones in the car. It doesn't do anything. I put fabric softener, a little Downy. I bought a box of Downy, opened it up, left the dryer sheets in there. You cannot smell the dryer sheets in that car or in that Jeep. I do that in my daily driver all the time. You need a little freshen up a little bit, throw a fabric softener sheet under the seat. I threw the whole box in there. I didn't even know the box was in there. That's how strong the smell is. So I need your help, guys. I don't know what else to do. But in the comments below, I don't have much time left because I'm shooting this piece well after where we are in the phase of this series. But I really need your help. So in the comments below, tell me what else to try. I'll try it. If I've got time to try it, I'm going to try it, because I really want to get the smell out of this Jeep and put it back to at least a normal car smell. Yeah, it's a 1991, I get it, but we got to do something better so that we can enjoy this thing and not getting out and just smelling like an old musty shoe. That's locker room smell, you know what I mean? That, for those that used to play football growing up, that hot locker room musty smell, that's more or less, that's the closest thing I can think of as to what it smells like. I'm Kern Campbell. You're watching My Jeep and Me. We also have the website, myjeepandme.com. If you're watching this for the first time, go ahead and hit a thumbs up, hit the subscribe and the little tiny bell so you know when this next episode comes out. We're working really hard to put new content out. I am not a mechanic, surprise, surprise. I'm learning just like you are, inviting you guys to join me as I try to figure this stuff out, okay? So if you would, it would mean a lot just to give that like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Am I doing okay? Am I on the right direction? Is this stuff helpful? Is it entertaining at all? If it totally stinks, that's fine too. You won't hit the like or the subscribe. I get it. That part's clear. I don't need ugly comments. I need helpful comments. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. What did I miss? One guy was real nice to point out to me in an earlier video where I fixed two things at once, so there was no way to know which was causing it. Only reason I did that was because I had no idea how to fix it, and I threw parts at it because I knew that one of those two parts was going to fix it, so I bought them both, put them on at the same time, and was done. It worked, and I was happy. So I'm not doing this as a how-to. Just know that. But I invite you to come with me as I try to figure out, reading my Haynes manual, if I make a mistake and it's not in the book, guess what I'm doing? I'm calling a friend, right? We're going to dial friends. Are you one of those friends? If you are, I appreciate it. I thank you for watching this episode. And again, hit that thumbs up. That's what we're doing this for. That's what tells other people on YouTube that we have this content out here. And I appreciate you guys tuning in.
If you found this info helpful, make sure to share it with other Jeep owners and check out the blog at myjeepandme.com for more awesome insights like what you've seen today. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Or if you've ever owned a boat or an RV, that deep, turn this off, be right back. And, but it's on hard, non-porous surfaces. I drove it this morning, which you're now figuring out I may have to edit that out because the next episode we're gonna actually get it running. I'm filming this after the fact. This is where we're going to talk about our sponsor. Oh, wait a minute, we don't have one. Do you wanna be a sponsor? You wanna be a sponsor? Just joking. All right, this is stupid. I don't know why I did that. Okay, I don't know, this Jeep that I worked on. And with that, someone came in while I'm shooting. I'm Kern Campbell, and you're watching My Jeep and Me TV, vlog, I don't know what it is. We're on YouTube, folks, and this is Kern Campbell, and you're watching My Jeep and Me. Okay, yeah, that sucked. But if you do us a big favor, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. That way it tells YouTube that we're here and we're putting this content out for consumption. It would do us a big favor if you would do